So let's have a look at the bridge now. In the most basic form, the chords are E minor, G, D, and E minor. Okay, that's the sequence. Okay, E minor, 2 strums, G for 2 strums, D for 2 strums, and back to E minor for 2 strums. Okay, now what usually happens is on the last time through, depending on where it is in the song, you go E minor, G, and then you stay on D for 2 bars before you go somewhere else, either going back to the verse or going to the chorus. Okay, you'll hear that, I'm sure. But what we really want to check out here is kind of the different ways that John would approach playing it, because he didn't, well, I'm not hearing the open chords in there. Now, what I'm hearing is this. Okay, but luckily somebody sent me a link on Facebook where it kind of had the guitar parts separated out a bit, and I could get a bit of a closer listen. And it actually sounds to me like individual guitar parts playing individual lines sometimes, as well as there being chords in there as well. So I'm going to show you a couple of different approaches to doing this, and you can pick the ones that you like and which ones you feel like are closest to the record. So this is a really cool Chili Peppers trick, which is instead of playing like a regular whole E minor chord, which is a little bit too big really, there's too many notes going on. If you just hold down the 7th fret on the 5th string, the 9th fret on the 4th string, with your 3rd finger that is, and your 2nd finger is playing the 8th fret on the 2nd string. And all of the other strings are muted, so the tip of the 1st finger is muting the thicker string, then we got the 7th fret, 9th fret, the underneath of the 1st finger and the underneath of the 3rd finger should be muting the 3rd string, 2nd finger is playing the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then we've got a mute on the thinner string as well, underneath of the 1st finger. Okay, really, really nice. Instead of this, you can hear, it sounds a little bit more open. I really like a sort of frusciante trick that I really like using for my own compositions and stuff as well. So that's the E minor. Okay, then he moves to a G, same idea. So thumb is, 1st finger is muting the thicker string, 10th fret, 12th fret with the 3rd finger, 3rd string is muted, little finger is on the 12th fret of the 2nd string, 1st string is muted. Okay, E minor, G, same shape down to the 5th fret for D. Now the E minor, again, because it's single notes on the original recording, I'm just really trying to find that way of introducing that melody note, which I'm getting here by using the open thicker string, muting the A string, 5th fret, mute, 5th fret, mute. Okay, I like the sound of that as a line. E minor, G, D, to E minor. So it's a different way of playing E minor, but if you struggle to do that, you could definitely go E minor, G, D, back to E minor this way. If you struggle with that, you could play just regular E minor to regular G, okay, just using an A-shaped bar chord, like a little mini bar there with the 3rd finger, to D, and back to E minor. Okay, and one of the ways you can definitely hear John playing it live is doing, well, I hear him playing it live, is this E minor like that, the G that way. Now the D, he's using a little triad here, 12th fret, 11th fret, 10th fret on strings 4, 3 and 2. Sometimes getting that note in as well, but mostly I'm hearing that note on the top. And then the E minor, he's doing a little kind of a strum here, 14th fret, 12, 12, 12, or even this. Maybe sometimes I think I'm hearing that, but probably better to stick with the straight E minor. Now again, rhythmically, this adds a lot of weight here. The rhythm that he's using is this. Okay, again, really important that you got that feeling of movement in the strumming hand all the time. You'll notice sometimes it might look like my hand's paused, but in fact it just does this. It's keeping the movements, but just real small, okay? Now the pattern, down, down, up, okay, on the E minor. 1, 2, E and up. Again, down, down, up. Making sure you keep that hand moving. 1, 2, E and up. Now, after that upstroke, we've got to quickly shift up to the G. Our hand's going to move down, and we're going to go up, down, down, up. Okay? Miss on the beat. Up, down, down, up. Up, down, down, up. 1 E and 2 E and up. 3 E and 4 E and up. Miss. Up, down, down, up. Up, down, down, up. Okay, and that's the pattern that he's using there for the rest as well. So E minor, 1, 2 E and up, 3 E and 4 E and up, 1 E and 2 E and up, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2 E and up, 3 E and 4 E and up, 1 E and 2 E and up. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, down. Okay, and if you want to, again, keeping that hand moving should give you that rhythm. Just doing down, up on the little E minor. Again, I'm bringing the thumb over to mute up those thicker strings. Don't want to get to this, you know, it sounds a little bit weird. So you want to try and keep as much of that muted as you can. So again, E minor, G, D, E minor, or E minor, G, D, E minor. Back to the first one. But you can choose how you're going to do it. Last time through, E minor, G to D. 1, 2, E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2 E and up 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2 E and up 3 E and 4 E and 1. 2 E and up 3 E and 4 E and same rhythm as the verse. 1, 2 E and up 3 E and 4 E and Okay, and then we're back again into the verse as a heavy rotary guitar effect. Not exactly sure on the settings, but I'm going to explore it a bit more and put all of the notes about getting a tone suitable for this song and the effects used on the website. So you might want to go and check that out when you're through with doing this lesson, or even better, watch this lesson on the website. Now it goes back and it plays through that verse again. There's a mixture. Sometimes he's adding some fills in, sometimes not. But that will be up to you to choose which way you handle that. Into the chorus. Now the chorus... Now hopefully some of you guys noticed that that hand didn't really look like it was stopping moving, but I was doing definitely some interesting things rhythmically there. Now, as far as the chords go, there's definitely a lifting up of the E chord, but I'm really changing my mind as to whether it's just the third finger lifting up, just the first finger lifting up, or the whole chord. And I think I've decided that it's the whole chord, but I could be wrong about that. So if you happen to see a video where John's just lifting up his third finger or his first finger or whatever, there's a few guitar layers again going on in this, quite heavy guitar as well as the strummy kind of a thing. So let's go through what this is now. So it's just an E to C, E, E, C, E. But now we've got to look at these little lift up parts, but I think I'd like to do that after the rhythm, okay? So the rhythm, 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Okay, let me slow that right down for you. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Okay, write it down if you're struggling with it, because it's really a lot easier to learn when you can write out a rhythm like that. Again, you might want to see the website, maybe there's a rhythm written there for you. 1, 2 E and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Okay, let's go through and check out the chords and where to lift it off. So we've got an E, 1, 2 E and a 3 E and 4. Okay, that bar again. Down, down, lifting with the up, down, lift with the up, down, down. 1, 2 E and a 3 E and 4. This is just the first bar. 1, 2 E and a 3 E and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, then we've got a C. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Okay, that second bar, C on 1 and 2. We're changing on the and to the E, and 3 E and 4 and. On the and after 4 we got the open string. So that second bar again. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Chorus all the way through. 1, 2 E and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4. Okay, so it does that 3 times through, and right at the end the rhythm kind of changes up a little bit. It's a little bit tricky because we're going to strum an up strum on the last 16th note, okay, with the open strings, just lifting the E chord up. So 4 E and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and 4 E and up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And up 1 E and 2 E and up 3 E and 4 E and up 1 E and 2 E and up 3 E and 4 E and up 1 E and 2 E and up. Okay, it's a little bit tricky that, especially when it joins on to the other one. So let's go through that whole chorus again, just practicing it really nice and slow, and listening to the original recording is key here. Okay, so chorus, 3, 4. And then right at the end there, he's stopped doing the lifts, and it's just a little bit of random strain, but there doesn't seem to be a set pattern worth mentioning. So keep that hand moving and just keep playing through that section. Now, it goes from that into the, lie in the wet sand part, which is going E, F sharp major to G sharp minor. Okay, so you're going to need your bar chords here. It's completely fine to play E, F sharp major like this, and G sharp minor like that. I'm fairly sure that John will be playing it this way, using the F sharp, kind of a Hendrix style basically, thumb playing the bass note, and fingers 1, 2 and 3 fretting the rest. Okay, I've got a lesson on playing chords with your thumb there if you want to get into doing that. It's a very, very common John Frusciante style thing. And again with the minor chord, 4th fret, 6th fret, 6th fret, 4, 4, 5. I'm just using my 3rd finger to cover both the 6th fret on the 4th and the 5th string. Might take you a little bit of practice to get that, but it's worth the effort. So E, F sharp, G sharp minor, E, F sharp, G sharp minor, E, F sharp, G sharp, F sharp to E major 7. Okay, now this looks like the top part of the G sharp minor chord, and if you thought that, you were right, but we're just playing the thinnest 4 strings, muting the 5th string and adding the low E bass note. Actually becomes an E major 7th chord. Same as that famous chord that he uses in Under the Bridge, that little one that hangs as it's E flat major 7 there, I think, but lovely little grip, this one. So now strumming, you can see I'm just doing pretty continuous strumming here. And that's kind of what works in this groove. Just remember to hold the pick nice and lightly, F sharp to the E major 7. Now this is the same sequence that the solo happens over. Incredible solo it is. Okay, there's one slight change to this. The very first time it's doing that, it goes to an E flat 7 chord. If you're not sure about E flat 7, hopefully you know C7 chord. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret. Just need those middle 4 strings and slide the grip up to the 6th fret. Okay, it's your E flat 7. So on that first time through, you got the E. Baby, I do. Then here. And then it's back to the sequence. Okay, the same sequences that we had most of the way through the song. Again, use a little bit of work with your ears and you'll have this in no time. I really hope you've enjoyed this lesson on this fantastic song. John Frusciante really is, you know, one of the greatest guitar players ever. He's a real proper genius, and the layers, particularly in this record. I mean, I've loved all of his the Chili Peppers albums he's played on, but this record particularly, the layering is really superb. So do look up the versions that you can find on YouTube of just the guitar or just the guitar and the bass, so you can really get an idea of these different parts. Again, there's lots of things going on in this song that I haven't been able to really go through with you, but just because of the difficulty in trying to explain each different layer is pretty intense. And actually, if you're at that point where you're looking at doing different layering, then you want to be using your ears anyway. You know, just these little, the bends and stuff that he gets into, nice clean bends in between not the solos, in the choruses and going into the choruses, just superb. Just one little note with a bend on it, and it just really makes such a beautiful compositional kind of thinking of guitar, instead of just playing too many notes, which is, you know, John Frusciante can really burn, but he chooses to play these beautiful melodic solos. And speaking of the solo, I've transcribed the solo, but I don't feel like I've really nailed it yet, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to get that really right, because it's a pretty intense solo. It's not technically very difficult, but it's intense, and to get that kind of degree of intensity and get it all sounding really good is not harder than it first might appear. But I would recommend having a go at transcribing it on your own. If you're a big Chili Peppers fan, see if you can have a go at working it out on your own. You know, it's just mostly big string bending on the thinner string, mostly, you know, a little bit more to it than that, of course, but you know, that would be a good kind of way of thinking of it to start off with, and see if you can do some of that transcribing yourself. But I promise I'll do a lesson on that as well, because it's an incredibly awesome song. So yeah, really hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you for plenty more lessons very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.